Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Tier 10 American non-turreted tank destroyer, the T110E3. Now, this vehicle has had the highest average win rate for the past 6 months in the tank destroyer class at Tier 10, which is very, very impressive when you do think about it. And there's a couple reasons for that. First of all, this tank has got fantastic frontal armor. Even though it does have that cupola on the roof, you'd think that it's very weak, but it's about 350 to 60 millimeters thick, which means that, yeah, you're going to get a lot of bounces. In fact, I don't even bother shooting at the cupola when I'm aiming at this tank. I'll shoot high explosive at it if it is in a hull down position. Now, not only does this tank have good mobility, going 43 kilometers per hour forward if you are running speed boost. Now, of course, that only lasts about 15 seconds, but still, it's nice to be able to push into position very quickly. You've got the good gun depression, 8 degrees to work any ridgeline. You've got big alpha to scare off opponents. You've got decent damage per minute at around 2800 with calibrated on, which of course is what I run, and as well, it's just such a flexible vehicle because of that armor, the gun depression, everything mounted on it. And that's why I'd have to say it is one of the strongest performing Tier 10s in Blitz. Now, there are a couple issues with this vehicle. First of all, the side armor. It is extremely weak. You can easily penetrate this, even with high explosive, with some vehicles on the side, which isn't necessarily what I want. So, oh, that was a wonderful voice crack there, but it definitely has no side armor. And as well, the front track wheel is very weak. In fact, I've learned a couple tricks and tips over the years, especially like there's a back track wheel weak spot that you can actually penetrate on this vehicle frontally with high explosive. Yeah, the E3 does have weakness. However, if you are hull down, it still is an extremely strong tank. And with the gun, with the armor, it's just such a menace out there on the battlefield. And the reason I really wanted to make this video is because of a vehicle like the FV4005. I made my video the other day on the tank saying why it is such a bad vehicle to try and play in the current meta of Blitz, because you have to rely on your team to win. You don't have armor, and while you may have a fantastic gun, way better than what the E3 has with damage per minute, a grill, for example, has around almost 1,000 more damage per minute than my T110E3. But the thing is that you can't always use the DPM, where this vehicle, I can easily push it right in this frontline position and hopefully be getting shells into the enemy opponents. Now that shot, yeah, that didn't go anywhere I wanted it to. I kind of wanted to try and snap it, but now that I did that, kind of sad because 3 vehicles we could have shot are right out in the open. I'm actually big sad, but it's not the end of the planet, right? We're just going to make our way over here, maybe get a nice HE into the side of the Kron's turret. Yes, I can. 970 hit points. So, I will take that very, very gladly. Now, with the enemy Progetto off to the side, I'm also guessing that vehicles like the E75, the Kronwagen are just going to kind of hold here. So, let's get one shot into the side of the E75. And this is a perfect example of positions you couldn't work in a vehicle like a grill, because of course the grill can't frontline like I'm doing here. I can confidently work hull down against this Jag and pretty much know that it can't penetrate me in the position I'm in. So there you go, nice shot into the Jag Panzer there. I've got to keep an eye on my team to make sure that they're not dying behind me, because you don't really want that now, do you? But this Jag, even though he's driving all the way up this hill here, we're just going to keep on aiming in on his weak spots. Let's load a premium shell. There's a second tap into him, so we've already taken off around 1,200 hit points. And of course, I'm going to keep trying to tap him over and over. Hopefully, my teammates are going to do a decent job here. I believe in them. But Mr. Jagdpanzer, he's not liking me too much. I can definitely tell you that. That's a third shell into him, and then we continue backing up. So we've taken off a lot of his HP. Pretty much all of it, to be exact. And he's taken none off of us. And that shows you where you can play this tank super aggressive and get away with it. So we've got the enemy Kronwagen off to the side here, who I can't tap as of yet, but if we use speed boost correctly here and we make our way right around this corner, we should be able to tap him right in the lower plate. There you go. Or I guess the upper plate doesn't really matter too much. But nonetheless, we've done 4,000 damage already. Now, you can see I carry double repair kits on this vehicle. And the reason for that being is because when you deal with vehicles like, oh, nice miss from the Ag, that means we can get more off into the Kronwagen. But the thing is that when you get tracked twice, if I had only had one repair kit there, of course I wouldn't be able to fix my tracks, which is very bad. If you can't repair your tracks, that's not necessarily what you want, especially in the battle. So let's finish off. Oh, no, I want to help out my teammate. Please move. Why do you back? All right. I love how people drive directly in my line of sight. But nonetheless, we've done a very solid amount of damage this game. 5,239, which is a very respectable amount. You saw, I just sat in front of the enemy, didn't really worry about losing HP until, of course, I did push on the Kron. The Jagdpanzer literally could not penetrate me, as you saw, until he had my side, and that's actually when he made his move to try and shoot me. That is what shows you how strong this tank is hull down, is when a tier 10 vehicle, especially a Jagdpanzer, which carries some of the best penetration values in the game, literally cannot penetrate you. So, of course, let's get into one more game here and see if we can keep up with that good battle. Now, there are a lot of weaknesses with the E3, as I said. The side armor is very weak. The rear is awful. And what that means is, if you're not hull down, you are very, very easy and susceptible to getting shot. As you saw, as soon as I left my hull down position, that the Kronwagen was able to not only track me twice, the front track wheel weak spot, but as well damage me. That is something why I always carry 2 repair kits on all of my tier 10 tank destroyers, because I don't want to be tracked, first of all, in a vehicle like the T110E3. If I'm tracked and I can't repair my vehicle, well, that sucks, because that Kron could have just perma-tracked me back into the cover and probably gotten away from me. So because I'm running double repair kit, it means that I can easily repair my tracks, get back in the position, and get into fighting once again. So you'll always see on all of my vehicles, I pretty much run double repair kit, especially the tank destroyers. Now we've got the Mill 2 off to the back there. I'm not going to whiff the shell this time, because this time we might actually be able to get shots into the enemy opponents. There you go. That time we actually were able to aim it in. Nice shot, overmatching pretty much all of the Mill 2's turn armor. Now I'm also seeing that the Grill 15 is pushing right there, so we're going to aim in right where that grill should be, and we're going to take a blind shot. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but never hurts, right? So there you go. No, I don't think that hit him. I saw an explosion, and I don't think it necessarily hit his tank, but never hurts to try, right? Now, we've got our tanks flanking very quickly, and nobody's actually been spotted, which is very, very weird. Now, I'm going to push off to the side here. Let's see if we can get a shot into the IS-4's lower plate. There you go. Nice 706 roll. And now we can back up in the cover once again. There we go. Skadooshing my way back. Ooh, Hory's actually staying very aggressive back there, but ooh, that AMX 50B lost a lot of HP now, didn't he? Yeah, a lot, in fact. We're going to try and snap him as well. There you go, nice 612. And what was a very, very healthy tier 10 is now a former shadow of himself. Now, the Emil 2 is a strong tank, and I can say that from experience. However, it definitely comes with some issues, and the turret armor is one of them. It's very, very weak on the turret armor. Now, as well, we got the grill off to the rear. Oh, the shell just missing. I'm actually really disappointed in that. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Our team is falling apart very quickly. Oh, because my 57 heavy's in the back of the map. Don't you just love that? Now, we're going to put on our speed boost here and finish off the AMX 50B. That's a vehicle I don't want to deal with, of course, right now. And because we were able to finish him off, that's very, very beneficial to my team. Now, with the vehicles pushing off to the rear of my team as well, I'm going to push very, very aggressive, hopefully getting an HE maybe into the upper, well, I was going to say into the IS-4, but I guess a standard shell will do just the trick. Tracking the IS-4 as well, stopping him dead in his movements. It doesn't look like we're going to win this game by any means. Like, you can see, the team is bad. They're falling apart way too quickly, which is not necessarily what you want for a tier 10 battle. However, we're doing our job. We're getting shells into the mill. Nice shot from the FE-205B1A3. Actually, we have a possibility of winning this now that I look at it. Hopefully, this girl doesn't get an HE to my teammate, and we're just going to drive right over this ridge. I kind of want the girl to aim at me. That way, I'm taking distractions off for my team. There you go. Nice HE into the grill 15 for 890. And actually, it looks like we have turned the tides of this battle. The enemy team, they blew this quite a big amount. Now, we're going to drive our way straight over here. All we have left is the Hori Type 2, who's coming for our teammate back there, and as well the grill 15, who I'm hopefully going to be able to turn here and snap. Come on, turn, turn, turn. Ah! Just weren't able to get him quick enough, but that's no biggie. We got the 183 as well over here, and in 18 seconds we will have sped boost back, which means that we should be able to make our way over towards the grill. Now, I don't know where the grill's going to be going, but I do know that it has an awful camouflage rating, which means that, yeet! Yes, beautiful shot. Exactly where I wanted it to go. Don't you love the accuracy on the E3 sometimes? So, these were two fantastic games played in the vehicle, as you can see. Now, the speed boost gives me the ability to do this and just absolutely wreak havoc on this guy. We didn't penetrate that shell, which is actually big sad, but, oh, nice shot from the Hori, actually. But nonetheless, we're hopefully going to be able to hold here. Don't want my teammate to get hit. Oh, 183 just absolutely dunking that shell. I'm not sure where it went, but, well, I'm stuck on the wall. Don't you love that? No, Mr. Hori, you're not able to do this. What? Okay. This game doesn't like me, I can tell you that. Well, Hori's probably going to shoot my teammate. This is quite sad, but come on, shoot him 183. Yes, nice shot. I actually don't know where that second shell went. I think it might have ricocheted right off the edge of his vehicle, but oh well. We did the best we could, and of course, we still did 5,096 damage, which is a very strong amount, and it shows you, once again, why the E3 is such a strong tier 10 vehicle. Now, I would highly suggest, if you don't have any tier 10 tank destroyers ground, or you wanted to go for one, this is the line you pick. It's a very tricky grind, but the tier 10 is definitely worth the wait. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and to be seeing you in the next one.